morning, kindergarten. How are you? It's Mrs. Griffith here. We're ready for a Tuesday. Kindergarten, I have to say before I start, wowie kazowie. I have had some treats today. Well, I'm doing this Monday, and I have already been pretty pampered by my kindergarten students. Mrs. Turner and Lana came to my house today, and they brought me a delicious cup of coffee and some treats that I got to share with Mr. Griffith too. And then I was shocked and amazed to find a really nice gift card from all of my students and your parents on my email. And oh my gosh, that was so kind of all of you. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, thank you. So on we go with this busy week. And one thing we're gonna do this week is read our big book. And this one is called Kitten's First Full Moon. And it is written and illustrated by Henkes. So he wrote the words to the story and he did the pictures. And you're going to notice that the pictures are black and white. There are no colors in the pictures, which is a different technique. So I want you to be thinking about, why do you think Henkes chose to do that? Why did he just have black and white in his illustrations? We'll think about that a little bit when it's over, when we've finished reading the book. All right, here we go. Henkes, Kitten's First Full Moon. Now this is a book about a little kitten, and as you know, I love kittens. Hoping to get a couple kittens this summer. And this is about a little kitten who sees the full moon for the very, very first time. And she has to try very hard to figure something out. So let's read together. You're going to see some of our brand new high frequency words in this book. And when we see them, when we come to them in this book, they are highlighted. Okay? So be watching for those. Also, as readers, we want to pause with the punctuation. So listen for me pausing when I come to a period at the end of a sentence, or a comma where I might just pause for a moment. Listen for when I use my voice questioning, if there's a question mark, or if I get some excitement in my voice, if there's an exclamation point. Okay, those are all things to be listening for and watching for. All right, here we go. And I got my pointer, whoops, from school. So hopefully that will help us out and it can smoothly go along. It was Kitten's first full moon. When she saw it, she thought, there's a little bowl of milk in the sky, and she wanted it. So here she is out on her porch. Do you think it's nighttime or daytime? I think it's nighttime because I see some little fireflies flying around out there. Now, we don't have fireflies in Oregon where we live, but in other parts of our country, they do have these little bugs that fly at night. And as they fly, they emit or put out a little bit of light. And so sometimes they're called lightning bugs or fireflies. And she sees them, and here's the big full moon. That's another clue that it's nighttime. She sees that moon and she wanted it. Why do you think she wanted the moon? Isn't that funny? Let's find out. So she closed her eyes and stretched her neck and opened her mouth and licked. Look at her little tongue. But Kitten only ended up with a bug on her tongue. Poor Kitten. Oh, look, she has a bug stuck stuck to her tongue. Poor kitten. Why do you think she tried to lick the moon? Let's find out. Still, there was the little bowl of milk just waiting. So what does she think the full moon is? She thinks it's a bowl of milk up in the sky. And if cats like anything, they love milk. So she wants to get it. So she pulled herself together and wiggled her bottom and sprang from the top of the porch. And if you've ever seen a little kitten, they do that a lot. When they want to pounce on something, they kind of get down and shake and then pounce. And look how Kevin Henkes shows her springing from the porch, right? So she sprang. That means she jumped very quickly. But Kitten only tumbled, bumping her nose and banging her ear and pinching her tail. Poor kitten. Oh, look at her. She just tumbled right down. Still, there's a comma, so I pause. Still, there was the little bowl of milk just waiting. And look at her. She's pretending to lick her paw, but where is she really looking? Can you see her eyes? She's looking up at the moon. She really wants that little bowl of milk, doesn't she? What's she gonna do? So she chased it down the sidewalk, through the garden, past the field, and by the pond. But Kitten never seemed to get closer. Poor kitten. And I love how Kevin Henkes shows us in these illustrations the places that she's going. He shows us going down the sidewalk, going past the garden. You see all the flowers growing, going past the field. And now she's heading down and we see the pond. Oh my goodness, look at her. She's looking rather exasperated, like, oh my gosh, how much work is it gonna take to get that moon? Do you think she gives up? Let's find out. Still, there was the little bowl of milk just waiting. So Kevin Henkes repeats that line, doesn't he? Over and over. After she tries to get it, do you think she's going to try to get it again? Yeah, look at her. She's going to try to creep up on that little bowl of milk. And he uses that line each time. But there was the little bowl of milk just waiting. So she's going to see if she can get it. Here she goes. So she ran to the tallest tree she could find. Oh, that was smart, wasn't it? And she climbed and climbed and climbed to the very top. So look at her going right up that tree. Cats are very good at climbing. But Kitten still couldn't reach the bowl of milk. And now she was scared. Poor Kitten. What could she do? And I like the way Kevin Henkes, he really makes her face look scared. We can tell that she's not feeling too good being up there at the top of the tree. What do you think she's going to do? Then, in the pond, Kitten saw saw another bowl of milk. And it was bigger. What a night! So here she sees this bowl of milk down here. And boy, it is bigger than this bowl of milk up here, isn't it? She sees it down there. What do you think she's going to do? What is that bowl of milk? That's the reflection of the moon in the water, isn't it? Yeah, it's the reflection of the moon. So what do you think she's going to do, being a little kitten? Who's a pretty scrappy little kitten. So she raced down the tree and raced through the grass and raced to the edge of the pond, and she leaped with all her might. So she leaps right into that pond, right into the bowl of milk. Oh, poor kitten. She was wet and sad and tired and hungry. Look at her. Cats don't generally like to get wet either. What word on this page might give us a clue as to why she keeps trying to get that bowl of milk? Do you see a word that might give us a clue? I'm wondering if this word right here, she was hungry. She's hungry. Oh gosh, what is she going to do next? So she went back home, and here we see her. She's just getting out of the puddle and she's kind of dripping, and she's looking at the moon like, I don't know about that bowl of milk. And then she's going to head back through the field and back through the garden and back up the sidewalk and up the steps to her very own house. And there was a great big bowl of milk on the porch. So when she got up to the porch, what was waiting for her? A great big bowl of milk. I know she was a happy kitty. Let's find out what she does. Just waiting for her. There she is. She's going to enjoy that milk. Lucky kitten. Was she a poor kitten anymore? No, she was a lucky kitten. She had her bowl of milk and she enjoyed it. So why do you think Kevin Henkes used just the black and white illustrations? Do you have any ideas? You know, if you have an idea, send it to me on my comments on our Google Classroom page. I'd love to hear what you think. Why did he want to do black and white instead of color? Would you have done black and white instead of color? What do you think? You were the illustrator. So there she is, that lucky kitten. She is back home and now her tummy is full. Kindergarten, I've enjoyed reading Kitten's First Full Moon to you, about a little kitten who didn't give up. She kept on trying, and finally she got that milk. Have a great day, kindergarten. Bye.